ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a bit of a different video. This is my workbench. Yeah, it's pretty messy. As a matter of fact, after Battlebots, a lot of my shop is pretty messy. I think I'm going to do a massive change. I've been reading a lot of books about organization, and I've been trying to figure out some of the big things I could do to reduce on the clutter. I'm a little bit of a pack rat, I'll admit it. I'm always like, I could still use this piece of material. I mean, it might be a drop piece for a heavyweight, but it could be perfect for a flea weight or an ant weight. So I've got some big crazy plans that we're going to give a try here, because there's just stuff everywhere. So my terrible idea I want to do is I want to put these two cabinets on top of this workbench to prevent clutter from collecting on the top. I'm then going to completely get rid of this work table, because it's never actually gets used as a work table. And I'm trying to get some wall space back, because what's most important to me is this whiteboard. I use this to figure out what I'm doing. It's kind of my to-do list. And I think I'm going to move this workbench back here, and because these two things roll, and I want the whiteboard to be hung over something that I can roll out of the way to make it easy to write on the whiteboard. So I'm actually going to cut this off, and I went down to Home Depot and picked up some wood, and we're going to build a new frame for it. Good morning, everyone. It's another day, and we have progress. I've started putting up the backing board, and I am cutting all my supports. So I got rid of the bent section, and now I'm putting 2x4 reinforcement in, making sure everything's square. I got the power strip mounted, I have the fire extinguisher mounted, I have the other power strip on the back mounted, and these are all firmly mounted to the thing. I screwed my lighting on while it was upside down, and I screwed these on while it was upside down. The steel is just there to make it look a little prettier and to add a little more strength. With a nice big L piece of steel. I don't want to see any sagging. So, next we're going to throw this up on top. And against the black power supply and the red. I chose all this because my milling machine is red, black, and gray. And a lot of my Craftsman toolboxes are gray and black. So I'm trying to make a lot of the wall control panels red to get the whole shop to tie together. Don't hardware stores sell stuff like this? And they do. I could have probably done this much cheaper if I bought this new. But this workbench here, I got when I was in college. I think I was 19 when I bought it. And it served me for the last near 15 years. And I adore it, even if it was damaged. And then these wall panels I actually had, and I wasn't using them properly. And these big shelving units, cabinets, are being really underutilized where they are. So although this might not be the most financially best way to build this, like buy lumber and construct your own thing, it's going to make the best use of the expensive parts I already have in my shop. And I'm all about using what I have. Okay, I finished my beautiful new cabinets. You can even see Wally, he waves at you when you enter the shop. Unfortunately, I got a little carried away. And I started cleaning these shelves, which created an explosion across the desk and an explosion across the room. And then we just kept cleaning. So I then organized this tool bench. It's beautiful now. Though once again, junk exploded on the table. It seems to be a recurring theme for me. And our new 3D printing station also looks pretty good. Oh! Junk across the table, though. But most importantly, I was able to hang my whiteboard. Yay! Once again, there's a table, so there's junk on it. I have a lot of cleaning and sorting to do. We are going to hang, we've made more wall space, so we're going to put a cabinet here, a nice big cabinet to put junk in and hide junk, so you don't always see my junk. Don't take that out of context. And then I bought some more shelving. We're gonna make more shelving up here because we keep getting more heavyweights. For some reason, I just keep going back. Okay, my first tip for everyone is vertical storage. As robot builders, we end up collecting a lot of different stuff, batteries, motors, electronics. There's a lot of things everywhere. Almost every robot shop I've ever been to looks more like a junkyard as opposed to a place that makes cool robots. To help handle this, vertical storage is almost always underutilized in every shop I've ever been in. So we made this big shelving unit that we could put black and yellow tubs on. This helped us get a lot of stuff off the floor, off the side of the road, and put away. So, tip number 1, use your vertical space. All right, my next tip is don't let the Skorpios card jab you in the kidney.
That's a good tip.
It hurts. But while I'm stuck here, the robots and their carts are too heavy to put on shelves, and they take up a massive amount of floor space, and there's almost no way to deal with it. But how we deal with it here is we actually made these custom shelving units that the robots store under. So we managed to get back some of the wall space and vertical space because there's no way to get the floor space back. The robots are going to take up the floor print they take up. We do stick Skorpios upright so they take up less floor space, but it's not the perfect solution.
He's a big boy.
He's a big boy. We did manage to get 3 heavyweights, and everything on the shelving behind us is bonus, because normally this would just be the footprint the heavyweights take up. So that's my next suggestion. Find a way to use the vertical space above your heavyweights. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have my whiteboard up. Got my little roll away in front of it. Still have my garbage cans, but now got a nice Sharpie holder, tape measure holder, garbage bag holder. I have my rack with the all-important lights. And look at that. Zip ties, JSTs, glue sticks, all ready to go. Wire ready, heat shrink ready, solder ready. We've got all my small parts sorted and ready. Safety glasses, pins, and the wire bins up above that. We have this beautiful workbench ready to go. We got the scale. We got small part storage, all the screws, a nice workspace. We have a charger on hand, ready for use, and the big cutting table. All the wrenches sorted out, hammers, spanners, cutters, shears, screwdrivers, scissors, squares, punches, clamps for the drill press. And then I had to make a spot for the big giant wrench. And no, even with a 3-foot wrench, that does not fit the giant bolt. Already tried. Someone was asking. I'm gonna get ready to make this my battery safety shelf because I've kind of got LiPo batteries all over the shop and I want to condense it to one spot. And then I'm going to make this some kind of tool storage for some of the bigger tools, like my table saw there, my little mini table saw. So these are the shop improvements. I still have to figure out what I'm doing with my larger material storage over here, but I think that's going to have to be another video.
Hey, Zach, your butt's on fire.
Oh, God! Oh, no, it's not. Liar.
My pants are on fire.
Woo! So,